So Scott, is there one that comes to your mind that would be good?
Oh, no, not necessarily, you know. Foxmer or V&K, I'd feel comfortable with any of them.
So, you said MERS is a small firm, but they would be capable of taking the next step with us. I mean, they're not small in that they wouldn't be able to take on a big project. They're just small and their manpower and the number of projects to
Right,
take on.
they have one little office and they have 3 or 4 engineers and, you know, they don't have the depth that these guys can draw off of experience. You know, Melvin's been around for, I think he's been an engineer for what, 40 years?
I suppose 40 years, yeah.
You know, he's worked for us, he was working here when I started, so he's worked the town for a lot of years.
Is that a concern as we dig deeper into it, that they don't have the depth and breadth of different types of people that they can call on, or I'm sure they could probably reach outside their organization if they needed to?
Yeah, but I think Brian Kinney's over there. I've done some work with him when we had our TCE problem at our well down here. So, I mean, he's not a flashy type guy either. You know, it's either one of the two I'm happy with. You know, or 3. I mean, B&K we work with. I mean,
You know, when we look at these things, look at the proposals, I look at the people who are assigned to do the study. And Eldon Rosso he is MERS, you know, he's the lead engineer at MERS, so he'd do the study. Okay. Now Bob Veenstra is the project lead for the study portion out of Veenstra and Kent. He will not be doing any of the project work later on.
No.
You know, he's the president of their company.
Yeah.
And that's a big company.
Yeah.
So, but he would lead the study.
Is this something, Scott, instead of just having, you know, 2 firms that we could bring in, could we bring in B&K, Fox, and MER, or
You sure can. You know, if you'd like to
maybe
talk with
badger
them.
them on the price differences of it?
Well, and you can kind of get a feel for exactly what type of experience they have, and you know, I would tell you the firms didn't make the cut to even get sent a proposal unless we knew a little bit about them, had good feeling for them, you know.
Well, I'll be honest, with NMPP, if I was just looking at these, and we never would have, you know, had the guys come in and talk, I probably would have wanted the DRG, GR. So, I don't know, I mean, it helped me, instead of reading this one of these 4 or 5 times. But, I don't know if anybody else thinks that way, or...
It does make a difference when you can get a feel for them.
They would sure to come in and visit with us, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you know, actually, when I talked with folks about that we didn't take any action last time, you know, and they were asking what, you know, kind of what's going to happen, and I said I would certainly anticipate, you know, that we're going to bring in some folks to talk to them. You know, that'd be the next step. We wouldn't just kind of base everything off paper. We'd probably bring some folks in, get a lot of new council members who would like to maybe kind of put faces with everything, get a chance to talk to them.
I mean, in theory, you know, we would stick with them through to the next phase. So that's, you know, maybe not be a big deal for a $10,000 project, but it is going to be a big deal that we got that we go with the right partners to the next phase. So I think it would be helpful to.
It's called in good times and in bad, remember that? Remember that?
Well, yes. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Silver's more bad times than good, I think.
Yeah. No one ever calls and says, thanks for taking me. I worked in IT my entire career. No one ever called, thanks for having the computers up today. They just called to say. I know how that goes.
I think something's rubbing off here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
I'll picture that one.
We're going Monday.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Or bad, I don't know.
If everybody's all right, we'll have these guys come next meeting if possible.
Or whenever they can.
Well, yeah, if we would do 3 interviews, what we'd probably do again is
Special
get a special one together. And look, maybe, you know, I'd look to next Monday.
What's the date on that?
26.
26.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to do Fatima and
Yep.
Would it
probably do is schedule them for just a half hour apiece. And
That might be 20%.
maybe do, you know, so I'll see what I can do about 6, 6:30 and 7, you know,
Okay.
do something like that.
Okay.